I'm Jason.
I'm Justin.
I'm Tim.
Welcome to Life's Little Things.
We are answering your questions. A little while ago, I had asked you to ask us questions, and you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Question number 1 is from Sharon Sass. She asks, do you get a lot of strange looks if you are vlogging in public? I don't really do it around people. I keep it pretty private. I try to, where people aren't in it. I have had cars pull up alongside of me and rev their engines, beep their horns, you know, stuff like that. If we're in a store and I'm filming and somebody's behind me, you'll see it because they just kind of give you this blank smile stare like, are they recording? You know? And have you ever been asked not to film in any place? I've never been asked not to film in any place, not with the channel. Normal life, I was asked not to film in Claire's boutique, but that had nothing to do with the channel. So, question number 2, Country Life Happy Wife asks, how did Jay propose to you?
It was actually at her brother's wedding. We were at her brother's wedding reception, and I had asked her brother and his new wife if they minded if I proposed. They said nope, they didn't have any problem with that. They were happy about it. And so I got on the dance floor, got a microphone, got on a knee, and I proposed.
Yeah, and I was shocked. I was shocked into silence. And I just stood there. I was like, for the longest time, Jay probably didn't think I was going to answer him. I was so shocked. But yeah, that's how he asked me. Can you share a wedding photo? I will do that at the end. What chore do you hate the most and put it off?
Dishes.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Dishes.
Dishes?
Yeah.
I don't like dusting because I have a lot of stuff in my room that I have to move around.
Yeah, collectibles.
So, yeah.
I like to keep my collectibles clean though.
I like to keep them clean, but like when you're trying to dust the surface, you have to like move everything.
Every single piece, yeah,
And
yes.
it gets to be pretty tedious.
There's
Yes.
ways around that, I'll teach you.
Okay.
I'm going to say clean my garage. I get it semi-organized, but I don't get it completely organized, and then things just get stacked up on my workbench again, and that's the one thing I hate the most and put off.
Yeah.
But once it's done, it looks really nice. But
Yeah. I have 2. I do not like to clean bathrooms, like around the toilets and stuff. Grosses me out. And my other one is, I don't like to do dishes either. Dishes are not crazy. And Justin doesn't like to fold his clothes. Justin hates folding his clothes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, question number 3 is from Shelly. Do any of you have a hidden talent that you haven't shared with us yet?
I can beatbox.
Oh no. A hidden talent. Yeah. Are you going to do it?
No, no. Okay, that's good enough.
Awesome! The boys play guitar.
Yeah.
They both took the guitar class and they both do that.
Yep.
Can you guys think of anything else?
Justin tells me that I can draw.
He can.
Yeah, you can.
They love to write stories.
For Justin, he hasn't answered yet. I'll answer for him. He is like a, what do you call it? A prophet guru. He'll look things up on the internet and figure out what the hottest selling thing is.
Yeah.
He'll buy it from the store and then turn around and make
Money.
double his money on
Almost
most everything.
instantly.
Yeah, within a day or two, he's had it doubled. So
Yep.
that's his hidden talent.
Yeah. And me, I don't think so. I don't think I have anything.
Yeah,
A
you
hidden
do.
talent. A hidden talent? What?
I like your counseling. I think
Yeah.
you have a hint talent of being a counselor.
Counseling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Knowledge.
And
I
running
have
the
hidden
house.
knowledge.
Running the household. She runs that well.
Yeah.
But that's not hidden to them. They all watch. They don't know how good she is at that.
Aw, thank you.
She's an awesome colorer
Colorer I am.
with crayon.
Yeah. Okay, Corinna, how old were you when you first started cooking? when I first started cooking was in my teens, but I didn't actually get passionate about cooking until I was in my early 20s. Jay's mom was a fabulous cook, and so I just watched her, talked to her, got recipes, and she taught me and she helped me. What's funny?
My mom's famous homemade bread
Yeah.
recipe.
Yeah.
Growing up, my mom always had homemade bread, and it was so good. And I told Corey, I said, hey, one day get my mom's bread recipe. So we were where my parents got in the car after we were done, and she's like, I got your mom's bread recipe. And I'm like, did you? Really good? And she's like, yeah. And I said, what is it? And she's like, frozen bread dough that you just pull out of the freezer, put in a pan, let it rise and bake. And I was like, all these years, I thought she made homemade bread.
His mom was laughing so hard when my mouth hit the table when she told me what she did for her homemade bread, because I thought it was like the real deal,
So
like
did I.
hours and hours, and no, it wasn't.
And mine hit the steering wheel.
Do any of you guys like to cook? Any
yeah.
of the guys like to cook?
Yes.
Does
Tim did.
cooking consist of actually having to use like an oven or a burner? Because I can
Throwing chicken tenders in the oven to rewarm doesn't constitute cooking.
I think that should count, and
No.
I think,
I think that should
pouring
count.
milk and cereal in a bowl should count as cooking
Yeah.
too.
He also puts Pop-Tarts in a toaster.
Yeah, I can do that.
Like,
I'm pretty.
do you make ramen or do you make the ramen?
I make ramen.
Oh, so he makes ramen. Yeah, he can cook. We can all cook.
Hooray! There's my hidden talent.
I don't know if you can
didn't
see
know
my
I
eye
could
roll.
cook.
Tim is more passionate about cooking than Justin is.
He watches Gordon
but-
Ramsay and then
Yeah.
talks to me like Gordon Ramsay when I'm trying to cook.
Yeah, it's really
It's
common.
raw!
Hey, number 4, Child at Heart asks, what is your favorite type of video to do? Mine is vlogging. I don't know, I really like vlogging day in the life. Those are fun.
I like these videos.
Yeah, I
love
do
doing
too.
the question videos.
I do too. Anything family type.
Yeah.
Gina and Nadine both asked us pretty similar questions about homeschooling, and that will be in a separate video about our experience with homeschooling. So if I have it up, I will have it linked below, but if I don't yet, then be watching for it because it's coming out.
Check it out.
Roberta, who is my sister, so Aunt Roberta asks, what do you miss the most about Michigan? Justin, it can't be Meyer's cookies.
Oh,
LOL.
that's not fair. Well, then I would say Yummy Japan, which was a restaurant in their area. Or I could really think about this. I've missed Traverse City. I miss Traverse City. I don't know why. I didn't go there a lot, but I just missed knowing I was 2 hours away from it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You realize Aunt Roberta's going to be really upset because she was expecting her to be the answer.
Oh, and Aunt Roberta! I miss Aunt Roberta.
We all miss you, Roberta. Not my aunt.
I do.
Yeah.
I miss you. Mine is the fall. The fall leaves, the crispness to the air, crunching of the leaves, the colors. I miss that.
I miss like bodies of water.
Yeah.
Inner tubing and
Swimming.
kneeboarding and boating, things like
Yeah.
that. Where we're at, there's not really any lakes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, those are mine too. But I also miss the winters in Michigan.
Tim's crazy.
He's good.
Yeah.
He did have to drive in it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
What do you like most about Texas? I like the skies. The skies out here are gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you can see for miles and miles and miles away.
For me, with the exception of the last 2 days, where it's only been in the low 60s, the weather. Generally, it's above 70, 65, 70. Even in the winters, other than a few days here and there, we get some snow. But the weather is definitely what I
Very
like most about
mild.
it here.
I have 2. I like that where we live, we have 3 comic shops. So that we can hit any of those if one doesn't have something. And as much as I complain about it sometimes, I like my college a lot more than I liked my college in Michigan.
Yeah.
I feel like they're a little bit more personal with the advisors, and I'm just not another cog in the machine like my other college was. It's just get them through as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I love the rainstorms we get here because we have like a purple lightning
Mm-hmm.
and it looks just awesome.
Yeah.
Which I think you might have
Gorgeous
recorded
lightning.
once.
You got some pictures of it
I do,
before.
yeah.
I don't know where those are at. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful pictures of lightning. Okay, Susan J asks, how many states have we visited? Y'all visited.
Wasn't it 8 or 9?
I think it's around 8 or 9, yeah. Mostly in the east,
Coming down out of
southeast.
Michigan.
Yeah, then
did
we
a
came
lot,
through,
and then coming
yeah,
across to Texas.
Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Chicago, been there.
Tennessee, Colorado.
Yeah, we were in the
Colorado.
tip of Wisconsin, you know,
Yeah.
very
Have we
tip of
been
that.
through New Mexico?
We've been through New Mexico.
Through New Mexico, we never stopped, just went through that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So quite a
Through.
few. We would like to go through every state eventually. I
that'd
think
be-
that would be
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Okay, number 8. Making It McGee asks, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, for me, people flicking their cigarette butts out the windows. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Especially in this area where we're considered a desert. That could start a fire, but it
Yeah.
just, the whole hygiene thing
Mhm.
drives me crazy.
Know-it-alls. Know-it-alls are my pet peeve. Definitely.
Yeah. Mine are basically Texas drivers. I mean, seriously. But my biggest pet peeve with it is if I'm coming through and there's nobody behind me and they pull out in front of me and then they don't go the speed limit. They just putt right along. You know, that that gets to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 9, T-Vlogs asks, how did you come up with your channel name? When I was thinking about doing YouTube, I had written down a bunch of different names, and then we all just kind of decided on what one sounded the best, and then Timothy came up with the idea to do the Z on the end, just to make it a little quirky. Okay, she also asked, does anyone else in your family have their own channel? Not
Nope.
that I know of.
Nope.
I don't have no secret in channel.
Do you ever come across people in your everyday life that recognize you from your channel? No, I'm not. My channel's small right now, so we don't have any recognition.
Mm-hmm.
And have you seen other people in your town vlogging?
I don't think
I
so.
haven't.
Not in this town.
Not here.
no.
Mm-mm.
But in Michigan, I saw people doing it.
Yeah. Okay, Karen asks, do you have any hobbies?
Tons.
You have you guys
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
a
you
lot
got
of hobbies.
Collecting comic books, trading cards, playing video games, studying history. I love to do.
Watching movies.
Yep. Collecting music. I love to collect CDs still. I don't like digital.
Is reading a hobby?
Yeah, reading's a hobby. Reading, writing stories.
Yeah.
I love doing that. I have no talent in art, but Timmy does.
My main hobby right now is YouTube. I love everything about it. I love making up videos, thinking them through, scheduling, recording. I love the editing. I love the interaction that I have with every single one of you. I love to interact with you on Snapchat, Instagram. I love it. Answering your questions on YouTube. I love everything about it. So right now that is my main hobby. Other than that, I like to read.
Mine, I like to tinker with computers. I like to tear them apart, rebuild
Yeah.
them, play around with software, install different operating systems instead of Windows, things like that. And then right now my biggest hobby is this stupid video game I found online called Shadowgun. I'm addicted
He
to
gets
it.
pretty serious
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Shadowgun?
Yes.
Shadowgun. Karen also asked, do you play board games or card games like Euchre, King's Crown, or Skip-Bo? Yes, we love to play games, and we play them quite often, actually. We do Skip-Bo, Uno, Apples to Apples.
Yahtzee. We play Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
One that me and Justin play is called Munchkin. That one's a lot of fun.
I think we tried that once, but
Yeah.
You did. I don't think Mom did.
But board games, we do,
Monopoly.
Monopoly and,
Clue.
oh, yeah.
Okay, so Karen, when you see this, tell us where you're from, what state at least. Euchre, we love euchre. I play it online occasionally. But in Texas, nobody's ever heard of it. I've found that it's mostly like a Northeast thing. So I'd be curious to see if you're from the Northeast, or if you're one of those outliers somewhere out in this area that actually know what it is.
Okay, Friday Night TV X23 asks, can you do a backflip?
On a trampoline.
Yeah, on a trampoline I can.
I can't. I can't normal, and I can't on a trampoline.
No, I don't think I can either.
I'd probably hurt myself nowadays. Okay, number 12. Tammy asks, how did you and Jason meet?
So I worked at a full-service gas station, and
I worked at an outlet.
and she used to come to my
In the
gas
same
station
town.
and get gas, and
Yeah.
we'd talk. I'd put gas in her car, check her oil, clean her windshield, things like that. We just got talking, and we become really good friends actually first, and we didn't date for a long time. We just hung out as friends, and then eventually I asked her out, and then
Yeah,
we ended up finally, I
yeah.
proposed and we got married.
He would go to work with sweatpants on that said Army down the leg of the pants. Oh, be still my beating heart. I'm telling you what. And then when he would talk to me, he would like get down where he would lean his arm on my window so he was almost face to face with me. Oh, just, you know, that kind of stuff get ya. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're silly.
Yeah. For the boys, what is your dream job?
My dream job would be to be a video game coder, which is what I'm currently going to school for, and to be a published author. I think that would be a lot of fun.
That's cool.
If it's fictional, I want to be a space explorer. Just pack up my stuff and leave on a spaceship. Be a Jedi or a superhero.
I want to be a superhero.
This is for the boys. It's said for the boys.
I want to be Groot.
No.
You already are Groot.
But if it has to be realistic, my goal would probably be to be a comic book writer or a like a sports anchor,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
like a
Yeah.
sports analyst or something. That'd be cool.
And he's a history buff. Like
Yeah.
he can sit and tell you so much about history.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun too to be like a history professor
Yeah.
for college.
You and Tim both would be good as sports commentators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Just Survive to Thrive asks, what is your favorite holiday and season? My favorite holiday is Christmas. My favorite season is fall.
You just totally stole mine. Christmas and fall.
Halloween and fall, the perfect combination.
Halloween and fall is mine too.
Any favorite traditions that we have?
I like hanging out as a family on New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Playing games,
Playing
watching
games.
movies.
Making
Yeah.
cookies
Oh.
and decorating the tree.
On Halloween, me and Justin
Yeah.
try to watch horror films. Last year we bought a pack of the Universal classic
Yeah.
horror films from like
For
the
Halloween.
1930s.
Mm,
We enjoyed those a lot.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. Me and Jason, we were handing out the candy to the adorable children that would come to the
Yeah.
door. Oh,
This year we're gonna scare them away so me and Tim can eat all our
no,
candy.
no.
No, you're not.
That's not nice.
Last year the trick-or-treaters kept interrupting Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Okay, Chris asks, if you could have any job in the world, what would it be?
Space explorer.
In the world.
Yeah.
That's not really in the world.
You could
Yeah,
do
you
it.
could do
In the
it.
universe.
Yeah.
I'm changing it to universe.
I would have a ton. And I say this all the time. One of my main ones I'm always saying is that I want to take care of the Budweiser Clydesdale horses. But, okay, wait a minute. Horses scare me so bad when I get, like, if the fence isn't between me and the horse.
I had a friend in Michigan that had 4 horses, and Tim would get hired to take care of them when they went on vacation. So she would, I'm gonna go help.
I did. They were huge.
She would get near the cage or the fences. They would start walking towards her, and she would be like,
They were huge. Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, compared to the Budweiser
Budweiser Clydesdale, they were tiny.
Probably, yeah, like little short horses, but...
What's some more I say I want to do? Oh, I want to fly a jet. I want to fly a jet. Yeah, I think that would be great. Being a pilot.
Yeah.
I'm always naming stuff that I'm going to do for my next job.
You know what we need to do to work you up to getting that Budweiser horse job?
What?
We need to start you off with those little miniature ponies, and
like
every year work up a different size.
There you go.
And get you worked up.
You guys are going to buy me them?
Yes. With Dad's credit card.
Hey!
Okay, so my favorite job, if I could have any job in the world, it'd be a helicopter pilot. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Mine's the same as my last answer. I would be a author or a video game coder.
I'd really like to be like a food critic or a hotel critic, where you pretend you're like the really bad customer, and you're trying to see how they'll react.
You can do that for Yelp for free. Actually, they will pay you if people like your reviews.
Yeah, that's true. But I want to be
That would
paid
be
for it
fun,
no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
new answer. I want to be a movie critic.
Oh, there you go.
That would be a lot of
That
fun.
would be fun. If you won the lotto, what is the first thing you would buy?
I'd buy like 100 acres of wooded land with a lake in the Appalachian Mountains that included a Dodge Challenger with a Hemi.
Yeah, I would buy like either cruise tickets or plane tickets or something for all of us to go on a really nice long vacation.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would pay off my student loans, buy a house in Ireland, and then buy a spaceship for my journeys.
Awesome.
How much do we get for the lotto?
It's only 450,000. So he said
Oh.
450,000?
No.
I guess that I'm just
I was
spending it
gonna
all.
say
Like,
that's not a lot for a
a
lotto.
lot. Well, it didn't specify how much money you were going to
I
win.
just specified it was any amount that I wanted.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the 8 ball at right now? Like 100 million?
I don't know.
Something like
Tim,
that?
what would you buy?
I would buy a stockbroker so that he could handle my finances and invest my money for me.
Would you buy me my
Awesome.
castle?
Sure, man.
Nice.
I'll buy your castle.
Okay, number 15, Diana asked to all of us, what is your fondest childhood memory? Mine is the one that comes to mind is when we had a rowboat and we had oars to row the boat around, and my dad decided to go fishing, but he didn't want to put the motor on it, so he decided that me and my sister Cassie would be oaring him around or paddling him around the lake as he trolled with his fishing line. And that was just comical in itself, but it was really good bonding time, and it was just, we had so much fun with him out on the lake, rowing him around the lake as he was fishing. That was a lot of fun.
One of mine is my dad had this huge canvas army tent, and it was probably like 15 by 30, I would say. And one summer, and for about a week, I think, me and my dad, my brother, my grandpa, and all my uncles set this tent up out in the middle of the woods on a river, and we just roughed it for a week. That was really cool.
That would be cool.
I have two. One, I have a lot of memories that I really cherish, but two that I was thinking of was me and Tim were super little, and Mom and Dad had just shown us Star Wars for the first time, and then they went to the store, and then Dad came back and had two little action figures and lightsabers for us. And I remember that was like, I was just in awe. And I still, I think, have them, like in like a keepsake box. And then my other one was my first comic book you guys ever bought me, which was a Green Lantern, and that sealed the deal with me.
That movie came out in 1999, so I was 3 when we got those.
Yeah.
Wow. Mine is when we had a camper, we would set it up in our driveway, and at night, me and Justin would sleep in there instead of in the house. And sometimes our cousins would come over, and they would stay in it too. And it would just be kind of like a party when we were supposed to be sleeping.
We'd prank phone call.
Yeah, we would.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, Top Prepper asked, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Australia, so I could see the kangaroos.
That would be awesome. I would love anywhere like Ireland, Scotland. I've always wanted Switzerland.
cool.
I've always wanted to go to Switzerland.
Ireland, Japan, and Sacramento, California.
Mine would be Ireland, Japan, or Sweden. I'd like to see Sweden.
Okay, Kina asks, what hobby would you do if time and money was no object?
I'd collect cars, muscle cars, work on them, old ones.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Or like a amateur race car driver.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would
I tried to
be
get my
cool.
company to sponsor
I
me
want
when
to do
was
that. Mine would be probably buying more things to continue to do YouTube. Just, cameras, lighting, microphones, editing systems, everything. I think I would really delve into that big time.
Truthfully, I already do all the hobbies I've ever wanted to do, so money is no option. Maybe
Aw.
getting some of like the super like collectible like comic books
Big
and stuff,
time
like
collectible,
$2,000 maybe, but I already do what I love, so it
That's
doesn't.
awesome.
That made it simplistic, but I love it.
That's awesome. Tim?
I would start collecting fountain pens because you can get some really nice
Yeah.
fountain pens.
And
Like
those could get expensive.
there's one that I want that is an exact model that Neil Gaiman uses. That's like $288.
Wow.
And Christmas is coming up soon.
Yeah.
$288 for a pen
For
for
a pen.
Christmas.
That will last me my lifetime that I can give to my
Yeah, that's
children.
$278
Oh,
more.
boy. Yeah. Woo!
We didn't need any other Christmas present.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not for the rest of my life, I don't think.
If you guys buy him the $287 pen, he just said he doesn't need a present for the rest of his life for Christmas.
Christmas present. Birthday present, there's another model that's
Yeah,
like $180.
Okay, did you ever play a prank on anyone?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played prank. I love playing little pranks on the boys and stuff for like April Fools. And I'll do like, they thought that in the glass was hot chocolate and it was water. And what's some other stuff I did to you guys?
One year, you were like, you woke me up and you're like, it's time for school.
Oh, yeah.
And then my heart sank and she's like, April Fools, it's a Saturday. And I was just like, oh.
I'll never forget the time I was playing with action figures on Mom and Dad's bed, and I left them there. And I left them on Mom's nightstand, and Mom came into her bedroom and was like, "Who did this?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she's like, "Did you do this?" I was like, "No." And she's like, "Must have been Dad." Fine, we'll teach him. So she put the action figures in his pillowcase, and he went to bed that night. And
Laid down.
and he hit his head on the pillow.
You told me he did that. 15 years I've been thinking he's the one who
Wait,
did that.
the best part is the light was on, so he had to get up, turn off the light, and then he said he slammed his head down on the pillow, which was full of these plastic.
Oh, I'm gonna be playing some pranks now.
So I played a prank on. So my prank led Mom into pranking Dad.
Yeah.
Prankception.
I've not done anything that devious.
But he is not innocent.
Oh, I got another one.
Okay.
When Mom had just gotten out of the shower and she had opened she had changed stuff, she had opened it, and when Julie was a puppy, she was like this big, and I was on the side of the door, and I just put Julie's head right here, and so when Mom opened the door, she let out this high pitched scream, and Julie's trying to jump out of my arms, and
I actually remember that because I was upstairs doing something and I heard you scream like bloody murder.
There's a dog face in your face and you open the door. Oh my god.
I would have felt bad for you, but I just found out you did the whole Army Man in my pillow thing.
Okay, what?
Oh, do you remember that one time you put the gate up in the kitchen, jumped on the cupboard and went, "Mouse!"
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another
The
one.
boys were freaking out.
Yeah,
I
we
was
were
like,
not
"What?"
going into the kitchen. We were like, "Sorry, Mom." Fend for
They
yourself.
like rescued me. There was no mouse. That was on April Fool's too.
Yeah.
Okay, what did... Oh, and I pranked you when we were dating.
Oh yeah.
I told him I had signed up for the Air Force, and I had the whole entire story made up. I had him believing I was leaving for boot camp.
Was this before or after I proposed?
Before.
Oh.
So you knew what you were getting
Did
into.
you you also tell them that your dad was like big?
Oh, yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So while we were friends and then dating, I hadn't met her parents yet. Well, I met her mom because her mom used to come into the gas station also. But she was always telling me about how big and mean her dad was. So I was really nervous about meeting. So she invited me over for dinner one night, and so I was getting all prepared to meet this, big mean guy. And when I met him, he literally was like up to here on me. I could look down and see the top of his head. That's how big he was. And he was like the nicest guy in the world, but for like months I was dreading meeting her dad. Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, what's the prank that you did?
Egg the cop car.
Yeah.
I didn't egg the cop car. My cousin did. I was there, but I didn't do it. He did.
Accomplice.
I don't know.
What was it?
He said I was an accomplice. I'm trying to
Accomplice.
think of some of the pranks I did. I don't know, it's too many to mention. Next question.
Best piece of advice you have ever received?
Mine would be is that it's better to have a decent income doing something you love than to have a great income doing something you hate. Mm-hmm. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're going to be miserable. So find something you like and go with that.
Yeah.
Man, you guys have just given us so much advice. I can't think of like one specific.
I know.
I think
can't.
I think mine would be just be yourself.
Okay, what would be your dream job? Which we answered that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bubba's Garage asked, when you start your day, do you know what your vlog is going to be about? No, I don't. Like, sometimes I will think about how I want it to open, like the coffee pot or, whatever I'm doing there. But I do not sit and think my day through. Whatever that we record and what you see in the video, that's it. That's us at that moment. I'm just grabbing the camera and pushing that little record button, and that's us. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is scripted or practiced or anything like that. So, what you see is what you get. So if you met us in real life time, what you see on here, that's exactly what the four of us are. So,
Exactly.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for your questions. We had a lot of fun doing this. Oh my goodness, I love it. If you haven't yet, will you hit that subscribe button? I would greatly appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.